Let me tell you something nobody's talking about. Law school is about to become way easier to get into. Not because schools are getting more generous, not because the LSAT's getting easier, but because of one undeniable factor: demographics. That means less competition, more acceptances, more scholarship money, and schools literally begging students to apply. Now, the reason is that back in 2008, during the financial crisis, something big happened. Birth rates in the US dropped hard and they never really recovered. Fast forward 18-20 years, that dip in births is showing up in classrooms right now. Fewer high school grads means fewer college students, which means fewer law school applicants. And here's the kicker. According to the Higher Education Demand Index, this isn't just a blip. The sharpest declines are in the exact demographics most likely to go to college and grad school. By 2026, next year, colleges will really start feeling the hit, and by 2030, law schools will be scrambling to fill seats. And of course, when applications drop, schools don't just shut their doors, they adapt fast. So what you're going to see is lower admission standards. GPA and LSAT expectations will loosen, especially outside the T14. Schools need butts in seats, period. This also means bigger scholarships because with fewer applicants, schools will fight harder to win over admitted students, meaning more money on the table for you and more room for you to negotiate. Schools will also make their applications easier. They're going to waive application fees, they might shorten the essays or make them optional altogether, and maybe even admit you automatically if your LSAT score is good enough. You can also expect more flexible programs like online JD options, part-time programs, and hybrid programs for working adults. The ABA is already relaxing its rules around online legal education. The schools want to move fast to expand accessibility in anticipation of what's coming. Now, of course, not all schools will be impacted the same way. The top 14 schools, especially Harvard, Yale, and Stanford, they've got billion-dollar endowments and steady demand. So they're going to be fine. Maybe they'll be a little more flexible, but they're still going to remain competitive. The low-ranked schools and the regional schools are the ones that are going to be hit hardest. So you can expect for those easier admission, much bigger scholarships, and more open doors than ever before. But the mid-tier schools, that is your sweet spot because they've still got name recognition and they're hungry for strong applicants, which puts you, as the applicant, in a powerful position. Now let's talk strategy around how to make the most of this situation. First, you want to apply broadly. The schools that seemed out of reach last year now might be within striking distance, so cast a wide net. Secondly, you want to negotiate your scholarships like a pro. This is your moment. You've got the leverage. So if you get multiple offers from multiple schools, use that to negotiate. You would be shocked at how fast an offer improves once they know another school wants you. And of course, to make yourself the most desirable candidate, max out your LSAT score. It is still the number one factor in getting merit aid. If you can hit 170 or above, you're not just a strong applicant, you are a high leverage applicant. And don't settle for average, don't get complacent. Even just a few more points can translate into tens of thousands of dollars in scholarship money. And if you want my help, feel free to reach out. And remember, this trend isn't going to last forever. By the mid-2030s, law schools will have adapted. They're going to shrink their class sizes, they'll adjust their financial models, and the competition will pick back up. But right now, we are in the middle of a once-in-a-generation window. You can now get into a better school than you might have expected, pay less than students did a few years ago, and avoid the chaos of traditional admissions cycles. This is your moment.